Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome to this live stream. Yay! Where we will chat a little bit, answer some questions, and talk about what happens next. There is all sort of what happens next here today. Um, so there is a lot to talk about. I don't know if the notifications went out on this one. I don't know if I gave it enough time, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Um, once people start rolling in, I'll start running the liquor here and tell you guys everything that's going on. But for just like normal stuff, it is a very sunny day here. It's kind of warm, feels kind of nice. Can't complain about the weather. So that's a thing. I was just going to do a members stream, but I figured I would do this because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any like actual videos this week. So dropping a live stream here and there ain't too bad. But I did a members stream yesterday and we talked about a lot of the trials and tribulations that come from trying to put a film project together. And that was a lot of fun. But as far as the casting goes, I finished the first round of casting and edited those videos and put them up on my hidden thing so the team can go over them. And today, I'm supposed to let people know what's next. So, a few people I'm just going to offer parts to. And then a couple other people I'm going to have them read again. So that'll be fun. And then, yeah, and then I guess I have to figure out what to do next. So that's kind of the thing. Everything feels very constrained. And because of who I am, there's a part of me that kind of wants to burn it all to the ground and do it the way I want to do anyway. And maybe that's the best way to go. It's very strange. I'm having many thoughts right now. Having very many thoughts. I had some strange dreams last night, but they were very much rooted in reality. And so there wasn't like that weird dread feeling that you get when you have those like kind of fear-based dreams or anxiety-based dreams. So that's good. But then my alarm went off and I woke up in such a hurry that I don't really recall a whole lot. A lot of times when I have dreams and wake up to my alarm and I like jolt out of bed, um, the dreams are largely forgotten, but the feeling that I would have remains for a while. And with everything that's going on, you would assume that my dreams would be more anxiety, and they haven't been, so that's been good. Caitlin, hello. Caitlin is here at two speed trying to catch up. You're not missing much. You'll be here very shortly. But yeah. So these are the things that are happening right now. Um I'm still on my first cup of coffee. I actually probably should have got some more because I think that's about toast now. So that's not amazing. I will say this. This is kind of a fun. Oh, let me throw this out there. If you made any orders um, late last week or over the weekend, those orders will be going out tomorrow. So if you are watching this and you are someone who placed an order with me, those orders will be shipped tomorrow. With that said, if you order anything off of mattwallart.com today, those will also be going out tomorrow. So if you wait any longer than that, your orders won't go out until next week. So just throwing that out there for you guys. Um, yeah, but let's give it a few more minutes and let the people roll in, and we're going to be talking about um, Seasons of the Muse campaign ended. So now we have to explain what's going to happen with that. So we will talk about that. And then we are going to talk about Black Star, the show, to figure out how that's going to go. And then we will also talk about the re release of the Black Star books, the Black Star Canyon books. So that'll be kind of a fun thing to talk about. Um, and then any other questions you guys have, we can get into it. Um, I feel like there's a lot going on. I feel like I need to be a little more grounded right now. I'm being pulled in so many different directions, and it's very difficult to focus on things and give things my full attention when I feel like I'm being drawn and quartered. Completely different thing. But it's also weird too, and some of you will be able to relate to this, I'm sure, when your personal slash family life is so um, chaotic that when your work or business life is also in a whirlwind of things, that it makes your family life or your personal life even more chaotic. And I feel like I am a professional juggler who is like the star juggler of a circus. And I'm trying really hard to juggle these bowling pins and chainsaws or whatever. But the biggest secret is that I don't know if I even know how to juggle. And I feel like I've um, fooled people enough with my juggling capabilities that they think I actually know what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, so that's what's going on with me, guys. As I use circus analogies, I lose viewers. That's fine. That's kind of how things go. Okay, so let's get into it now. Sorry. I like the analogy. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Caitlin's like, I too know how to juggle chainsaws and bowling pins, allegedly. Yeah, that's the whole thing here. So, Seasons of the Muse, how this is going to go, um, that those books and things probably won't ship until the end of October, beginning of November. So that's the update on when those of you who back the campaign will receive the product. Um, but the first edition print run of this book is going to be much smaller than it was originally slated to be, because we didn't like meet the goal. So that's okay. That just means the first edition books that you guys get are going to be worth more because the print run was smaller. So that's good for you guys. Um, so that's cool. And um, the limited run chapbooks that are going to be coming with your book. I need to check, but I think the final number was 8. So the chapbook of extra poems, there's only going to be 8 or 9. Um, so that's even like more limited or print run of that. The art print that you guys are going to get, that'll probably still be, I don't know, either 50 or 100 of those. So that probably won't change, but the actual print run of the book um, will probably be 50, I think. So that's what's going on with Seasons of the Muse. Um, and I'm thinking, I have thoughts here in my head, guys. I'm thinking that, am I going to do it like that? I'm thinking um, I'm not going to do print. I'm not going to do limited edition print runs of um, my books for a bit because there like isn't a market for it apparently, and it might just be um, the way things are right now. I don't think it's a content thing because a lot of people seemed really excited about um, this book when I was originally talking about it and throughout the course of the campaign. So I don't think it was a content issue. I think it was just either times are tougher than they normally have been for a lot of people, and sad poetry isn't really something that people are going to like skip a meal for. So that's fine. Um, but I just think um, doing the limited run stuff uh, really isn't that important to the audience here. So we're gonna put this out and then do a second edition run of the book. You know what I think I might do? I might actually, because the first edition that like the people who contributed to the campaign are going to get has 6 sections. I think I might take out a section for the second run, the second edition book. Like maybe the last one, just like, I don't know. I really like the poems at the end of that there. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Maybe I'll just put like a greatest hits version of the book out. Or maybe I won't do anything like that. I don't know. The jury's still out. I'm trying to figure out a way to um, really make the first edition of seasons different than the second edition. But the second edition, probably by December or January or sometime early next year, the second edition of the book will be available as like a print on demand thing or something like that. Um, and we'll see how that goes. Uh, as far as the fiction, like I'm going to, once I understand what's going on with Black Star, I'm going to finish the uh, Eyeball Tongue Cat book. And I was going to do what do you call it? Crowd fund for that too, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't think anybody cares. As far as like, I mean, I don't want to say it like that because, like, I know that there are some of you who really love when I do things like this, but I don't think it's that big of a thing for you guys. So I'll just print on demand that as well and like ebook it. I'll probably ebook it first just to see how the ebook people do. But as far as like like making money as an author, you leave a lot of money on the table when you just do ebooks. Huh, maybe that's a good way to think about it. Maybe I should just be putting together giant, chunky poetry books. I could probably do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That's something we might do here. So I'll look into that um, and figure that out. And then I need to get a couple things for my printer here before I start putting out the chapbooks again. But obviously that'll be done before the season's orders go out because I need to make those chapbooks as well. So that'll be something kind of fun. Um, so yeah, so that's what's going on with Seasons of the Muse. As far as my writing stuff goes, um, I have to. I have a couple books that are like kind of done that maybe I'll just start putting out. It seems silly to just sit on things, especially right now. So I'll do that. And then as far as Black Star goes, today, like I was saying earlier, I have to make offers to some of the cast that I know I want. And then there are other actors who I want, but I don't know where. Um, that I just like their energy and they have good instincts as actors. And one of the problems is, and it's so funny, but like out of all the fucking characters, Cheney had the most people who like got that character off of sides and just knocked it out of the park. So I don't know if I want to just read them again and see how they do, or if I want to maybe just have them do a monologue or just ask what their availability is. Maybe that's the best way to do it. Just say, hey, which of you guys are free? You know? Um, but one of the guys, because he lives kind of far away, actually, two of them live kind of far away. God damn it. Ugh, so is life. What is that? There's some noises outside. Um, well, I hope you told your mom hello for me, Caitlin. Anyway, so that's what's going on with that. But I had an idea. Maybe I'll talk about this on a member stream here in a little bit. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. But for those of you watching this now or in the future, if you have any questions about um, anything really, but like about publishing or putting books out or putting putting pre-production together for a film or a TV show, please drop them in the thing and let us just chat about it. For fuck's sake, that would be kind of fun. But I do feel very much like I am more inward than normal. Um, I feel like a lot of times, even though I'm like kind of like the introvert extrovert kind of guy, a lot of times, especially when I'm doing stuff here, I'm very like almost bombastic, like, hey, everybody, blah, 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 hello, like the whole thing. And right now, I feel like a stoic hermit, you know? So it's kind of difficult right now. I have so many thoughts going on and so many. It's like I'm constantly trying to solve a riddle, you know? And I had an idea and I talked a little bit about it on the member stream yesterday. But the idea was basically I might have an idea on how to actually do Black Star as a show and just like put it up on YouTube until anything else happens. And having it on YouTube, have it be a thing to where um, the show itself, based off of just how like AdSense ad revenue and shit works, that like I think the show would be able to sustain itself like just on YouTube. I mean, if I was doing anything like that, obviously, like you would do the whole like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, blah thing, and maybe I don't know exactly how you would be able to have something on another platform and then also have it be um, viewable or watchable or whatever. on things like Drama Box or Real Shorts or whatever. But yeah, so as far as like TV shows on YouTube, a thing, um, they've played with it. I don't know. I'm sure there are like different series, like serialized things on YouTube. But when YouTube Red started, I think they had a couple like shows, and YouTube is trying to move more into, um, I don't want to say television, but like they're doing like live sports now. Um, they're doing things to make YouTube be like a destination for people to watch content. And not only that, but I can't remember when it was, but it was within like the last 6 months. There was um, some numbers were released that for the first time ever since YouTube started, I think it was more people were watching YouTube on their TV than on their phone or on their computer. And if that's the way YouTube's going, um, and that's kind of what they want, maybe doing a serialized show on YouTube, like just by itself, might be a really awesome thing to do. And yeah, it would be easier if decided to do a smaller show with a smaller cast and way fewer locations. But at the same time, doing a show this big, this huge, with as many people that are going to be involved, kind of brings you at least those initial viewers, because if you have like 30 people in a show, those 30 people are probably going to tell, I don't know, like 10 people, like make them watch it, but also tell like 100 to 500 people, like, oh, by the way, check out my show. And maybe 3% of those people, maybe 10%, will actually check the show out. So then it's on me to make sure I'm making something that is compelling enough to make people want to continue to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as how the YouTube algorithms work, if people, and especially if I'm doing this on a new channel, when people watch content and they continue to watch the content, I can't remember the term they use for that, viewing session. If people stay on your channel or stay with your videos and keep watching it, that tells the YouTube algorithm that, oh, this is a channel that can hold people's attention. And that's what YouTube wants more than anything. They don't care how many views your video gets. They want to know that that initial drop doesn't exist. And not only does it stay as flat as possible, but then you're watching the next video. That's why playlists and end cards are so important to have your channel grow. Huh. So this all sounds like a really good plan. And then if I do it like that, I don't need to do anything for anybody else. I don't need to, like, I'm brainstorming right now. Like my my head's going here. Um huh. Yeah. So I'm coming up with ideas live. This is how the hamster runs on the wheel, guys. I could use another cup of coffee here. Is this a thing? Is this a thing? Huh. I like watching you talk it out. Good. That makes one of us. Um, so that's good. Because the whole idea, when I was approached to do the microdrama thing, because that's the thing that's really happening, and that's the future of television. Um, the idea of that is making episodes that are compelling, that have cliffhangers, that are 30 seconds to a minute and a half. Now, some people are like, well, yeah, you could do like maybe 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, but 30 seconds to a minute and a half is the ideal for the thing. Okay. So you look at that like that and you're like, that's fucking intense. Like, that's hard to do. And the shows that do it, um, I mean, I haven't watched a ton of micro dramas, but the things I've seen are, I don't want to say trite, but they're just like very cookie cutter, and it's the same story, the same plot, the same beats, but you just have different actors who are different things. Like, this person was a student, but now, like on this show, the person is now more of like a housekeeper, and on this one it's the same character, but it's they're like, you know what I'm saying, it's just like the beats are the same, and you just like inject a different thing into it. So there's that. uh so the idea of doing something like this, like that, it's compelling as far as challenging. But now that I'm thinking about this, like, this might be a different way of doing it. I don't know. My head's reeling now. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to make a cup of coffee. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here, get a cup of coffee, do my thing, and then go over to the member stream and just do a quick little answer questions about the thing I'm talking about right now. Um, and then call it a day and then get to work and do some stuff. So, for those of you watching in the future, if you have any questions about this, leave it in the comments down below. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. And members, I will see you in just a little bit. So keep your eye open for that when that goes live. Okay. Okay. Talk to you in a little bit.